Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Holowitz, and in this tutorial I want to talk to you about the schedule menu in Act. So I'm going to go right up and click on schedule, and I want to draw your attention right away to the first three items: call, meeting, and to do. Those are the three basic things you're going to typically do in Act. You're going to schedule a call or a meeting or a to do. Now, I've got a philosophy on this. To me, a call is pretty obviously if you need to call someone, you schedule it. If a call is going to be a little more time consuming, let's say it's 15 minutes as an example, I don't schedule it as a call, I schedule it as a meeting. I just always feel that a meeting has a little more strength, or it's a little more valid than just a call. A call you can put off. It doesn't matter if you're going to do it right now or in 10 minutes, where a meeting is usually for a specific time. My approach to to-dos is this. If something's worth doing, schedule a meeting to do it. And sometimes you can schedule that meeting with yourself. So you can go to the My Record and schedule time. So let's say you got to write a proposal. Well, you could schedule it with yourself or potentially with the contact that you're writing the proposal for. So there's a couple different things you can do with that. I'm going to take you away from these three items for just a moment and show you that in the other field, there's other types of activities. Appointment, personal activity, and vacation. Now you can customize some of this stuff, but for the most part, I'm going to focus just on the call and the meeting. Now, to be honest with you, I never go in here to schedule something. I always go right to the icon on the toolbar, call or meeting, to schedule things. Yeah, there were keyboard shortcuts where you can deal with some of those things, but it's rare when I ever deal with those. Now, down on Smart Task are something that I don't recommend for Act. They just don't work that well. I can't tell you with confidence that this is something that's worth your time or energy to work on. Having stated that, prove me wrong. Contact me if you have questions on this, or if you're familiar with this, or if you've got it working, because it's just one of those things I don't put a lot of time into because I'm not confident it's going to work the way you expect it to. Now, on that note, let me take you down to what's called activity series. Activity series, I think, are very intriguing because activity series are something that you can create and then schedule. Now, I'm not going to get into this in detail here, except just to mention it to you. But in a nutshell, what an activity series is this. Let's say that when you come to a contact, you have 5 steps that you need to do at some point. Maybe it's you get them as a customer and there's 5 steps you need to do. First, you need to send them an email as an introduction. Second, you need to mail them a contract. Third, you need to follow up with them 7 days after you mailed it. Fourth, you need to make sure they get the signed contract back to you. Fifth, you send them a final thank you letter for becoming a customer and sending the contract back. So those are 5 examples of what you could do and create an activity series. And rather than having to go into Act and schedule all of those things independently, you can create an activity series so all those things are scheduled on your calendar automatically. Those 5 steps in one simple step. So I think activity series can be really interesting because it does certain tasks that you frankly might forget to do, get distracted, not do them all. It's a great way to get things on your calendar that are really important to you easily. So I do like that idea. Under scheduling, we can also go down to manage, and we can manage the activity series templates. So we can create them here. Events, I rarely touch that. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the grant calendar access. Now, again, this gets a little more detailed, and I just want to point it out to you and ask you to reach out to me if you have more questions. But if you're in a big company, you can grant or access to your calendar for other people that you're sharing your Act database with. So this is how you would do that. If you have many people, and let's say you have an administrator in your office or someone scheduling things on your behalf, you need to give them permission to do that on their calendar. This is how you do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a brief overview of the scheduling menu in Act, and I hope this was helpful. Have a great day. Bye now.